ene yabodi din sanso ena okomfimfim mantem so a adumwa ekọ panyin ochre ono ene yabodi din se mfimfim mantem no empani tutuna no e omra hye na ekoyi ma na onkoye so afọ sanso ena okọ eye atoy mantem no so a Joseph Nelson ono ena mampani abodi din na so afọ ahodo na omudi epipie na asoye no ebi eniem owura Kwame Governance Agboja ono emra hye bedwani mampani abodi din se akwan ne akwantimpon ensem so rules and highways no ono na enkoda no sanso ena we me masoye no food and agriculture Eric Opoku ono ena mampani abodi din se onkoda sa asoye no ano na onkototo semra hye no etoto na ekoyi ma no so emra hye bedwani ena fi okọ asoye bi se Emma memma ene nkwala enafi atnaye ensusuye pa ehwa eye gender children and social protection and so on they abodi din eye Agnes na Momo Latte ono so emra hye bedwani ono so mampani abodi din enafi okọ asebi te se tourism tourism so mame abla jifa gomashi ono so emra hye bedwani tourism culture and creative art ono ene abonidi ewo ho ena fi ukọ ministry bi se fisheries and aquaculture nsumunan yem ene eho ensem so amame abonidi eye Emilia Arthur ono so emra hye bedwani ono so yabonidi ena fi aso yefoforo ba ko aba eye Minister of Youth Development and Empowerment ene so George Opare Ado ana mampani abodi din sia totona na ekoyi a omeye soafo ho ena okọ Tamale South so amra hye bedwani a owo ho Honorable Haruna Idrisu ono so umasua so ye no ono mampani abodi din sia totona na ekoyi mana ono so enkoda ano ena fi Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim Banda amra hye bedwani no ono so na mampani abodi din se asoye local government chieftaincy and religious affairs na jese edino ebia ba beka won kakra ono ene kwa koda no na afi Ministry of Trade Agribusiness and Industry eno so na shebedwani ani din Elizabeth Ofusu Ajare ono so no mampani aboni din se etotona no na ekoyi edimana omra na ometa sa asoye no ano ebresim yebehwe bebi etese kwadwuma ensem so yeni owura karewe ebekasa kane na oye pani ewo ho ene bekasa na Director Center for Development Research and Agro Innovations ono former General Secretary Emma Gau ebrese ene bekasa sanso na napoku ne General Secretary ma Traders Advocacy Group Ghana ono so yensakana ene betwenkomo na memra studio here na menim pamfo wa ha entwetwe enkomo enia mo adwomo akwaba enim meje oso you aboko there nyame adom ewe me say me first appearance ni after Christmas no happy new year afishia panso afenkometue edanya mi ase de ekoyi mo say o party aba bem obuzanfo we de me mfa nche me say owura Thomas aye ono na me no etwetwe nko ono ejina ma NDC MPP nipa no entumi ama mekan ho enanwumenti tobi yenhwe asoafo yeni kan hwe ne sei asoafo mampani di kan epa omo Attorney General sanso ena energy ena fi finance omo ko mra hye bedwam etoto ma no committee no edom kuma no be boss bo kakra se chairman oda committee na no ene bi pa komenu bi ankoyi ebi ne se CV ama medu ntemo ma nhwem sanso na ribe bia omom kwa ma questions no muntem bisa ma inflow papa ba wo hwe program no so na se wo hwe bra mo toto ma no na akwa se minority leader na majority for say o chewo questions no do ma menye wa bin check akra we no ho na fi yemra ne ne asoafo so ayedo mu di ambetu eni ma menchia Ghana for na menchia Ablekuma constituency for nyina enumere omu team na mentia ye parliamentary candidate oye MP elect for Ablekuma constituency Irabna Obe nyame enhira no ewo ejuma pa Ablekuma na no mawie ho constituency say ufhwe electoral laws no declaration amoye ya
nuanom MPP for say omunti asem.
But after declaration no maybe him say a coalition egusu
say ye dia
what's the difference between
mrano e kan no eno na ye dia ye di so. Nti mrano say a declaration.
Okay.
After the declaration, there shouldn't be any recoalition. Until the declaration of Rabna Obino, yada Obibia Asi. Ushe Ghana for election ya ekoi. Ena ushe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama promises oye ma Ghana for no. Ghana for bo atom yem se omokotu abapa etia amamo bi a atwema ahomaso katahyehe ene proye ene etimodin ahyemuma enti Ghana fo nyina enim enna me no kase ye nyina ye ne agi se yato aba ama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ohwe bosha ohye Ghana fo no on the 7th January osanso treaty ne boshe say no de oba within the first 120 days no ni ministers obede obepom within 48 hours ena obepa first 3 ministers Honorable Atuforsen, Honorable Dr. Ayini, any Honorable Jinapo
Dominic
Ayini, any Honorable Jinapo.
Okay.
Oshe Atuforsen for instance ono okọ vetina kasakasa eba on the longest your friend is time spent about 4 hours. Time spent onya wo vetin mu no. Ema ho ne chechire mu no ema ho te ase se papa na oba finance aye Honorable Atuforsen no ote ase. Now, enim oshe in the previous NDC1 administration under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, now a Deputy Finance Minister. Under his leadership as the Deputy Finance Minister, no, your inflation around 15%. You say your CD no to dollar no na around 4 Ghana cedis. Your unemployment at the minimum single digits of 7%. Of free honum, and I who say your finances any economy no ebe say. And clearly, it shows you, say, nipa na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and nominating or no, it proves competency. So, obey to me, aye, ejuman, why you be
to me, we don't know how to make quite masumra, Messiah about champion na what was so na yashina, me ba na yana wash vet and nekaka, Eddie Mammy, Nipandi Hobart, Yanshe vet in issues of my reasons, and ministers so the Ewaha. Nanapuku, General Secretary, Emma Traders Advocacy Group, El Ghana. Nana Mwajuba UTV Sanimre.
Anim.
Yeah. The patch up a
Yes, what Roma. You won't call me on the Indian.
Nana Yanshe, Nashibe Jenu General for Techiman North, Honorable Elizabeth Fuswajari, Ono Ena Australia, a trade, the agribusiness, Abe County and industry, Ono Okwakodano, Australia, Yanshe Nipa ya Pound, Australian, so Nome Ihiamo, and New Gidise, and Noma Ba, Usus or Yema, Ebeboa, na Munuma Etumiakoye.
No, I knew Medasi. A big kind, Mamina, a good four Dodona, na Yema, me a Quaba. Yema, me Elizabeth. Yema na Quaba. And down my pennies was, say, when ya or lawyer ni, why a lawyer Juma at check na unim. Sabiaku ne sabunkum ne sanifa sadi obesi adata no afa na wodeno abetra asoya etise mejina agadifo anam na mama na kwaba na ya ka kire ne se ba wa ba no Ministry of Trade enye bia ye do ba wa eya ahogono so Ministry of Trade and Finance in the Kura or minor. So, she across with the Oman Penny de agribusiness. Abeka. na me anim ehɔ no yɛn tiase yie so a great ministry na a great ani wo tumi akyerɛ mu kakra
unse modwuma mo yi traders adwuma mo obi wɔ hɔ a ɔno adandan nnwoma ni na waton na de obi wɔ nso okra de ba enti ɔmampani pɛsɛ ɔyɛ bibi sɛ nka yedua ennɔbae ne ade na edubra yɛ dandan ni a na akwakoyɛ adwadie na yɛ sɛ nka yɛ
na okay afa na matia de na yɛ sɛ yɛ members ya omoye enwi womo adua na womo aye nwo no
because we hwa
omo asemo emobo
obehwa ya brabo wo Ghana ha ye kuku ye soa ne saa ne ye de kɔ ye nneoma no wa ha ye ntumi ade value bia nti senka ye yire ye ho ne ye ne saa ebema ye tumi atobi wa ha ye betumi akotomi ama no nso ne nyesika agri business okay
medase akom ni nchiremu
yeah
Etino yaba mana kwaba na yakache o mampani se de waye nyina aye nanso ya maami a wo ba no me metumi aka se onimde enti wonfa edi a onim no emra meye adwuma
okay
ma o mani tirimu nye ne de me efri be se yede o mampani sisu yeguso adwadifo mpanimfo yeguso edi kokobo ebo NDC for say omsusu ema omwaninye na yesi edi jawa ni edi asoa dumadie na endaho no enya semketwa enya pageantry eya ni breso
nanabogu
mitio wani
we dey yebre nti se de baabi akan na megina bisa kakra se de o kan se memo omani na che se ususu se ohawe da ho a mo abeto no esunti adwuma ho nti mwadwomani kakra ye anase de nti na okase okay
sa pepe na me kadi asiso ade ahye wo mu nkuran se ba wo mu aba no eye adwuma ba so no nti omumu ani ko sabi akuaku a etidwa ani ade nye omu ma minima na ni nko bia ho suggestion bi bebia no onada
na we de mimi sector woni emfa nkomo nsia na ibrese we beto aso ene ma be na ogidi se mami ebe se parliament e pass na ne ma be na ogidi se ehia mu animanim ya oso ye mam se na be ya adwadie be koso yie o man gane mu
edikan yenya ye koto ebeto no
okay
ye wo how be pray e wo pot
okay
edikan o man pani so obeyi tuo no bi afri ho ama ye komu ahare ye import sem no omra miso na ebio women in trading ye na ye ma minimum a omuditwa omasem emobopa etino say ye ro man pani so the women's banking ebeba be so omasna ye ma mi wakoye oba time there omra miso
okay
na ye ma minimum no enye sika emfanidwa
okay nana
access to credit a problem
okay we dey ebreniti ye do be si ebrese we sheda do be ba studio ni ato ase na be adwadi e be koyi observe nana poku ne kasa general secretary emma eye tag for na ordinary adwenkyere aba no ebrese ye be se ye benya owura karewe ano no so yahweku adwuma ho ensem kakra so afo ba owura erikopoku ono so ye mra hye bedwani na yahwede omugidi se odeba on board a ebetumi akoyie Thomas na wano wase
we share vetting committee na ye papa Bernard Ahiafo edi enim no sometimes
Akati South one
okay. Sometimes leader say umma oye liberal ema obia sutumi ema ni contribution but that doesn't make you say we weak majority must say because if you compare the 9th parliament vetting committee to the previous vetting committee no previous vetting committee omo opportunity to the friends of a friend vetting committee no omo bisa question but this current chairman no amanfo bebre anti asese adenti na waja ne ho ama afenyo Martin ni arrogant nature ni arrogant nature
friends of parliament quantity or say o hekel kai for na
oh baby
and afenyo marking so complaining say
and make us say wa mom kwan ubia enchire na adwen na on bisa question although the previous administration previous committee omo amasa ankwan no but you see afenyoma ke ye the way ye kasa what must say and ye the way posture ebe kire o maturity bia na opese pleasing ni ye friend say ni grassroots enti omani immaturity edi nenim kan but you see with this appointment and under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama amamwo within the 1 week, 3 days, and now the 9 days of the leadership. No, I say Ghana for anya mfaso, Ghana for anya mfaso.
Any early days yet?
Oze.
Any early days yet?
Oh. Early days yet, Ejani Ako secondary school. Medo Kasa. Social rights are essay distributing ma Obana was secondary school. No. So it clearly shows you say the 9 days of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Who abba in Faso Amagana for more than the 8 years of Ghana.
Abba maso na yenhwe former secretary for Gawu Ora Edward Karawe. The Karawe mema wajoba UTV sanyume.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
That will be able to call them.
So I'm doing well, sir.
Bibacho, yenhwe agric ministry, say Gawu na we secretary ewo honti unim say the agric konsama ekọ. Ene MP Ora Erikopuku ene de na ba ho. Expectations de be na yenhwe animu ena de be nso ena ogidi so obeya ebeboa na ya agric sector no atumi apagya especially ye pa aduane ama school fo ya ena montin so ayenya bi.
Well, it's a good thing that Eric Opoku has been nominated as the Minister for Agric. He has got vast experience, in the agric sector. He's an agriculturalist himself, a farmer, and so on. He has also been very educated in agricultural policy by way of his membership in Parliament and taking part in the Select Committee in agric and so on. But you see, having given him this accolade, there are two things that will normally make people succeed or fail in the Ghanaian context. First and foremost, his own demeanor as a person. And then the second thing has to do with the system that is around the Ministry of Agriculture. Now, what I would like him to do is to try and listen more to many stakeholders. Because the agriculture sector is one area that is so vast and diverse. And even though all of us appear to know the sector, if you go into it, you will realize that it is like the forest. When you are at a distance, it's like one big tree. But when you go into the forest, you see that there are many trees. So the same thing is about the agricultural sector. So he needs to, first and foremost, try and speak to the stakeholders to add to the knowledge that he has. The second thing too is that it is like the whole Ministry of Agriculture is one area which has been a source of waste to the people of this country. So much money in the past has been pumped into the ministry, billions of Ghana cedis, and we have not had anything to account for that. The Plan for Food and Jobs program has failed woefully. We have all seen that. Now, what he needs to do is not to immediately just put money there without addressing those challenges. So again, these are going to be the challenges for him. But if he becomes a person of a certain nationalistic attitude, where he thinks about the people of this country first, where he thinks about increasing food production, where he thinks about bringing others on board so that we could all together work to increase food production and then also reduce the waste, then of course he may be on his way to succeeding.
Mr. Karawe, young shady say your short term, medium term, and long term, Senebeya industry ni bekoye, you want maybe to say Bruni and Momoni idea, a here Bibia, Neoshe, Sazika service, inflation, costra, food inflation, panetrebia, a tai queen, the walking or bar, near when on chassis, planting for food and jobs, Omontuaso, and I said, Ozika say, fairly, yen fuel, on fast system for from on your day, your brain, yen fawi brief, actually, your Weber studio.
Well, the short term is that fortunately, his appointment is coming at the time that is the beginning of the year. And once it's beginning of the year, he has every opportunity to plan. We have not yet had the planting season has not begun, both in the southern part and in the northern part. So we would like the government to tell us clearly. You know, they also say that they need to implement a policy of farmer services centers, which they will do. Based on that particular program, we want them to implement what would be, you know, more efficient and effective mode of getting inputs to farmers. And then to make sure that the inputs that they get to the farmers actually reach the farmers. Efficiency is key at this time, very, very key.
Okay.
And then the target group is also key, you know. But the medium term is that we need to actually increase irrigation agriculture. The dams in the northern part in particular need to be constructed. And then the long term has to deal with the Galamsey situation, which is destroying river bodies and so on.
Mr. Karewe, oko no fa ye wo Tono Dam, ye oko Kumbungu nso ye wo dam ewo ho. Ojidi se use ni ye?
Well, I've just returned from the north, the Tono, the Kumbungu, and then even I had the opportunity to even go to Burkina Faso to see how they are managing their water resources in respect of irrigation. You know, the demand for irrigation agriculture has so much increased. Today, in the northern part of the country, many individuals, like the smallholder farmers, they are digging their own boreholes and using that to do their gardens, their dry season gardening. But that is not enough. We also need the Polvo multipurpose dam. The biggest challenge that will confront this government, and particularly the minister, would be how to deal with both the smallholder farmers and the big commercial farmers. You know, both are very important, and their needs are not the same, even though they are working in the same area, and how to deal with them separately.
Okay.
To complement each other.
Mr. Karewe, we sorry, say your brain into your do besia, actually, your bet was a great Canadian. Usomu pena kwa na do ko isanse broad papa we Mr. Karewe, former Secretary General Emma Gaufo enti orari kopoku ya mana kwaba ebresimu no yebewuram na yeseku adwuma bekoya na Thomas we dey for no sem ye wodi kan etwe na yemfa
agree no ye be reset no say na Ghana for anya hope ewo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Meti head ye more reset na koyi America
ebe koyi
nso America
agree ebe koyi
assurance no
na make chose agree ebe koyi na me no ka say enim na me ka say Ghana for anya hope ewo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama because in 9 days no he has proven say 9 days no ehun aba mfaso ama yenua no mo amwo SS
aduane a wo se akọ SS obi nso na
SSO
no be fa komo
oze
obi nso na ja ho se wo se bafa
stocks na make ka say ya to aduane ama nkwala bafa stocks there ni say na san ya tie enye 22,000 na make ka say 22,000 bags of rice asay enu na MPP na do danko akufo any baumia mososho rice
ba ministry ni
ka ekwoche no na oze
ministry ni ka say
enim you know the truth me say you know the truth me say na make say you know the truth say eduane asay adentina mori bag here say adentina mori bag here ene under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in Fasua Abba who say 2020 election 2024 election omokra omosho omokra no ene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say yenko hwehwem ene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ka say asasi a ye chiche ni say bo float a ye ton wo La Paz kwa ho no yen hwehwemu say Ghana asasi Ghana for dia enti eni medima no esi no Ghana for hu ehun say 9 days of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama stay in office ehun abamfaso esen 8 years of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo katahyehe ni proye administration
meda se for Thomas aye ne kasa sanso kwa omaso ne na poku tag for general secretary ne ekasa na fi ura Edward Karewe ono so kyerɛkyerɛ so afo na waba no ɔnhwɛ no mfa na so nto fam ɔne amanfo nkasa ɔkɔ na wie no kyerɛ sɛ ɛne afi ne ba bɛhyɛ ase adua ti so afo no sɛ obetumi ayɛ adwuma na seed ne nneɛma akade a de yɛkɔ adwuma no bɛkyerɛ sɛ adwuma no ɔbabɛyɛ no ɔbɛyɛ na ɔntumi nyɛ na ɛda ura Thomas ayɛ nso ase ɔno na mene no ɛwɔ studio ɛda crew na sɛ de obi ase sabre ɛda ne yɛ ho na yɛba red light nso ɛbɛto aso despite me de nyame ado na adom no dom ya de obi de som bi ya no de ba bɛso medin de anim ado aha na megina na makramo